back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a reading on your future child or children. Over here for the first pile we have the tiger's eye stone, and I do believe this has a little bit of hawk's eye in it as well. And then over here we have the young kite stone, and then the pyrite stone. So please go ahead and pick whichever one you are most drawn to, and then we will get on with the reading. All right, now let's get started. Hey, pile one, you picked the tiger's eye. So, this is a stone that typically means you have a lot of self-confidence. So your kid might be very self-confident and have a lot of power within themselves. Now, let's go in and see how, I'm gonna look and see how many years it's going to be until you will have a kid. It says you will be within 2 years. So they're about to have a kid in about 2 years. And then let's see how many children you're going to have. You will have between 2 and 4 kids. So between 2 and 4. Now let's go into your cards that I pulled for you. So the first 2 cards that I pulled are the fox and the tower. So the fox is all about being very tricky. So your kid's gonna be very tricky and very sly, probably very smart. And the tower is all about institution, tradition. Your kid is gonna like a very traditional life and like to keep very like family traditions and things like that. The next couple cards we pulled for your child is the peacock and the horse. All right, and with those cards, the peacock, I have a feeling they're going to be, again, very flamboyant, kind of still the fox energy. They're kind of going to be tricky. They're going to be very smart, very good at getting what they want. And then with the horse energy, again, I'm seeing it still, they like a very stable, very traditional life. They don't like nonsense, but they do have a very playful energy. So your child, this is air energy with the peacock over here, so they may be an air sign or have an air sign in their chart. One of your children may be an air sign. There's a lot of inner beauty and compassion. They're gonna be very confident. Again, with this is all about confidence. They're gonna be very kind. Meditation is going to be very good for them. And then we have the horse energy over here. So the horse is earth energy, so they might have an earth sign or you might have an earth sign child. This is all about momentum. They're gonna really want their freedom. They want to expand on their energy and force. They're a high achiever. And they're never gonna give up. They might be very strong or very athletic. And then 2 more cards that we pulled for your future child are, we pulled the Mercury card and we pulled the Capricorn card. So again, more earth. They might be an earth sign, they might be a Capricorn. So they're going to be very deeply emotional, but they're going to be in control of their emotions and they're going to want a lot of security. They're very driven. They, again, like to keep traditions and they like to feel safe. And then we have this Mercury energy over here. They're going to be very intelligent. They're going to be very witty. And they're going to be very good at, just very good at communication, very well spoken, very good at writing. They're very good at persuading people, which is, again, the fox energy. They might be very good at technology. They're going to be very innovative. They're going to be inventors. They're going to be cunning and tricky. They might have a tendency to take advantage of people or situations when people are more naive or gullible. They're very swift. They're going to be very urgent and very on top of things. Now let's get into the cards. Let's go ahead and shuffle up and see more about your child. I'm going to pull 3 cards. Dang. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile ones for children, future children? All right, we've got the 4 of rods or wands. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile one's children? Don't know which way these are supposed to go. So we've got the 3 of wands, and we've got the devil in reverse. All of these are in reverse. All right, so what I'm picking up right away is that this kid might be a challenge. These children might be a challenge because we have the devil in reverse. This kid is really, these children are really going to want their freedom. They're going to be very vulnerable and very aware, but they really strive for freedom. That's all that they want in their life. There's going to be, with this child, there's going to be a lot of obstacles. There's going to be a lot of moments in this child's life where they're very disappointed, or you might be disappointed in them, but because they really want a very traditional life. But they do have this quick-wittedness and they want this freedom, but they want tradition too. And I feel like because of that, there's going to be a lot of, disappointment. There's going to be a lot of obstacles and a lot of risks with this child. And then we also have the 4 of wands, which means this child is going to usher in a lot of change for you. There's going to be a lot of tension and instability when this child comes into your life. And I think that might be why they want a very stable life, but then they learn to be very quick-witted, is because when you do have this child, you might not be fully ready or prepared for it, but there is going to be this love here with especially the mother. I'm seeing that they're going to really love their mother and have a very close relationship, maybe because of all the instability. Now I'm going to go in and we're going to get some words, some descriptors to figure out more about this child. This just came out. Emotional. They're going to be very emotional and very in tune with their emotions. See any more? Okay. I pulled chubby. So they might be a little chubby. They're going to go to university, so definitely save for university. They might really like Italian food or want to go to Italy. I'm seeing highlights, so they might dye their hair or they might get little cute natural highlights when they're a kid. Or community college, so there's definitely further education in this child's life. They're going to want to go to school for sure. Let's see what else I can pick up. Egotistical. They're going to have a very big ego. They're going to be very apprehensive. They're going to be they're going to be very strong. They might be into sports. They're going to be very smart. And very impressionable. They're going to be very impressionable. Let's pick one more. Technical school. So again, we're getting a lot of tech stuff. They're gonna definitely be going to school, so save up for that. They're gonna be very smart. So yeah, your child is just a very logical, very stable, very smart, very witty, very you know, they're gonna be super smart and very good at technology. They're probably gonna be a computer whiz. Let's get into some questions. So if you have any questions for Spirit, please ask them now, and we will go ahead and get those answered for you. So please think about your question, and we'll get the answer. And Spirit says to choose a new direction. All right, pile one. Well, I hope that that was helpful for you and that kind of enlightened you on some things about your future children. Please leave a comment down below what you thought, and please like and subscribe so that you can see my videos every time I upload. I upload once or twice a week. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile two. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose this Youngkite or Unikite, I think it's Youngkite stone. This is all about like spirituality, the third eye chakra, and opening your third eye chakra. It's a very strong spiritual stone. So your kid might be very spiritual or very open, or you might be very spiritual and teach your child or children about those things. All right, so let's get into the dice. I'm going to roll some dice and figure out about what time span you're going to be having your children. So how many years from now or months from now you'll be having your children. And Spirit says 7. So in about 7 years, you'll be having your first child. And then let's get into how many children you're going to be having. A rough estimate of how many children will pile 2 be having. And Spirit says between 2 and 6 children. All right, now let's get into the cards. The first cards that I pulled for you today for your future children are the birds card, and the garden. So I'm definitely seeing 2 here. You might have 2 children that are very, very close, and you guys might be, and you guys are going to be a very, a family that really is very good at communication and conversations. You guys are going to really like to talk to each other. The family as a whole is going to be they're very connected through conversation. And then we also have the garden over here, which is all about community. Your family is going to feel like a community. You guys are going to really like gatherings and events within the family unit. All right, now let's get into some more cards about what we pulled. We pulled the swan for future children. I'm definitely seeing 2, and we pulled the tiger. So these might be your 2 children. I definitely am feeling 2, like very strongly 2. So we have the swan over here, which is water energy. So they may be a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So this child is going to be very creative, and it almost seems effortless to them. They're going to be very sensitive, very enlightened. Again, this is a third eye chakra stone. They're going to have infinite creative power. They're going to really like their solo time, and they're going to enjoy writing. They're going to be very graceful. Very into language, or very artistic. They're also going to be really good healers, this swan child. And then we also have the tiger over here, which is fire energy. So that could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I'm getting a lot of feminine energy here, so they could be girls, or they could just be more in touch with their feminine side. So again, this is a very feminine energy. They're gonna be very sensual and receptive and very devoted. They're gonna have a heightened awareness, and they're gonna like, again, silence and being alone. They're gonna be very passionate and very strong, and again, very sensual. They might get overstimulated easy though. And then some more cards that we pulled for your future children are, we pulled the Sun card. And we pulled the Virgo card. So your child might also be a Virgo or have a lot of Virgo in their chart. They're going to be very, very warm. They're going to be very strong, and they're going to really, they're going to be very connected to their celestial bodies. They're going to be very constant within themselves, and they're going to have very powerful personalities. They're going to be very individual and all about their individuality. They're going to be very enlightened and understanding, and they're going to be really strive for their greater happiness. And then we also have the Virgo card. They're going to be very pure and they're going to be very pure people. Then they're going to be very elegant, and they pay attention to details, and they're very intelligent. They're going to be very insightful and articulate. Again, they're going to be natural healers. They might be overly critical of themselves. That's the only issue I'm seeing here, is that they might be hypercritical of themselves. But they are going to be very spiritual and very spiritually open and very enlightened and just creative. And I'm just seeing beautiful, very pure souls. All right, now let's get into the cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about Pile 2's future children? First, we have the Chariot. Spirit, what can you tell me about Pile 2's future children? Again, I'm seeing very celestial. They're going to be very celestial beings. They're very going to be in tune with both sides of themselves. They're going to know who they are. Tell me about Pile 2's future children. Right. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Spirit, what can you tell me about Pile 2's future children? Right. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So this is the Chariot does represent Cancer, so they might be a Cancer, which again is another water sign. They're gonna have a lot of willpower and determination. They're gonna be very self-assured. But they're also gonna have a lot of self-control in situations. They can rise and be victorious over any obstacle in their way. And they're going to be very motivated. And again, I'm seeing this person up in the clouds. They're going to be very spiritual, very in tune. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands in reverse means that they may sometimes feel inferior or overwhelmed in certain situations, and they're going to feel very judged. There's going to be a lot of judgment put on them because they are such open and very spiritual people. So they are going to be somewhat weak. They're going to be these sensitive, beautiful souls. And I do feel like what I'm getting from this is that there might be bullying. They might get very bullied because they are going to be so open and so just themselves, and they're going to feel very judged in their life. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which in their life, they may be feeling a lot of, people may be very greedy around them, and there's a lot of corruption and things like that, and they're going to see this within the world, and it might make them very upset. I feel like this is something that's going to make them very upset because they don't care about those things. And seeing that that is what a lot of people care about might make them very sad. All right, now let's get into some descriptors. All right. They're going to be tactless, so they might be, they have ideas, but they don't know how to go about them. They're not very good at lying. They're going to get kind of grouchy. They're going to be very moody. And it might be because they are upset or easily upset because they're so in tune. I'm seeing a technical school, so they might go to a technical school. That could be like a trade school or anything like that. It could even be like technical school, could even be like cosmetology school or anything like that. I'm also seeing architect. So one of your children may be an architect or is very into architecture because they are very creative. I'm seeing unpopular, which again could go into like in school. I'm seeing unpopular, so in school they might be very, you know, judged or bullied, and they're going to be kind of outcasts. But they are going to be very brave. They're very brave people. I feel like they are definitely starseed children. They may be careless at times. But they're careless and careful? Okay. Thanks, Spirit. All right, do you have any more? We got easygoing. They're going to be very easygoing children, which I'm already getting that. They're going to be kind of dramatic at times. They're going to be hysterical. They're going to be so funny. They're going to be very funny children. And then I'm also, but they're going to be very patient. They're very patient children. All right. So now let's go ahead. And I'm going to ask Spirit, you go ahead and ask a question to Spirit, and we're going to figure out with the Crystal Ball Oracle, we're going to get you an answer. So go ahead and think about your question right now. we'll get the answer. We don't need 3 answers, thank you. And the answer is to let go. All right. All right, pile 2, I will see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Leave down in the comments what you thought about this reading. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile 3. You chose the pyrite stone, which is all about protection, but it is also it boosts intelligence and memory, remembering memory, which I can't do. But so your child might be very intelligent, or you might be very intelligent. All right. So we're going to get into the dice first. We're going to see how many years from now you're going to have your first child. And we've got 3. So in 3 years, and we'll see how many you're going to have. How many children pile 3 going to have? So between 1 and 4 children. All right, now let's get into the cards. So the first cards that we picked for you, pile 3, is we picked the tree and the cloud. So what I'm getting from the tree is that these people might be in your spiritual tree. You might know them from a past life. They're definitely a soul connection. And the tree also can represent ancestry again, so I think that they're definitely going to be in your spiritual tree. You will have known them from a past life. You're going to teach them a lot of growth, and they're going to teach you a lot of growth. Your souls are connected, and this is a divine child. And then we also get the clouds, which there might be a lot of confusion between you and your children. There might be, you might not know fully how to connect with one another. And there's gonna be a lot of moodiness. Your child's going to be very moody. All right, now let's get into the cards. More cards. We pulled the rabbit for your future children and the whale. All right. So the rabbit is earth energy, so they might be an earth sign. That is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're gonna be very scared. They're gonna be very timid, but they also are going to be very good problem solvers, and they're very good listeners. They're gonna be their own worst enemy. They're gonna have a lot of fear, but they will be able to overcome that. And then we have the whale, which is water. So they might be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They're gonna have a very big desire to go deeper. They're gonna want peace. They're very peaceful, which I'm also getting from this. They're very pure and they're very peaceful, and they're gonna have almost like this ancient wisdom, because I think you guys have had past lives together. They're gonna be very calm, they're gonna be very steady, and they're gonna be deeply compassionate. They're gonna really enjoy self-care. And then we also pulled the Neptune card. And we also pulled the Pisces card. This is more water energy. I'm getting a lot of water, a lot of deep emotions. They might have a lot of visions and dreams that are very profound. They're very in tune with their celestial bodies. They're gonna really love like fantasy novels. They might really like things like that. They're gonna be very wise again. They're gonna be very spiritual and very compassionate. They long for understanding and serenity. They might be escapists. They practice an escapism a lot. They might escape into kind of fantasy realms or things like that. They're going to be very imaginative, but they do need to be taught how to keep one foot on dry land. They need to be taught how to keep, they might go into their imaginations too much to where it might be harmful to them. And then we got Pisces, so they might be a Pisces. Again, very imaginative. They're gonna have psychic gifts. They might be more interested in things like, oh, what could be, rather than like what's actually happening. They might reject reality. They're gonna be wishful thinkers, and they're gonna avoid very harsh situations. Again, they're strongly spiritual. They're very hopeful, and they have a lot of faith in life. All right, now let's get into the cards, which is very interesting. I picked for this pile, I picked the folklore cards, and it's saying that they're very into fantasy, and very into fairy tales, which is what all of these cards are based off of. Let's get into what Spirit has to say about your future children, pile 3. I imagine them as like the type of kids that really like to play dress up, or dress as a princess or fairies or mermaids, play mermaids in the pool. Definitely seeing mermaids. Yeah. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile 3's future children? Okay. I just want one card. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile 3's future children? All right, so we got the King of Coins. And then, I don't know which way this was supposed to go. Okay, and we also got the Queen of Wands in reverse. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile 3's future children? And we got the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know which way this was supposed to go. Okay. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Again, this connection, this child is definitely fated. You are meant to have this child, and you will have this child. This child will come in your life. You are meant to have this child in this lifetime. And then we got the King of Coins, which this is more earth energy, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're gonna be very powerful. They're gonna be very influential. They're gonna be strong, and they're gonna be abundant in their life. And in their work, especially. Once they get into a job, their job is going to be influential, and they're going to be very strong. I'm getting very balanced male and female energy from this child. So if you have two, you might have a girl and a boy, or if you have a boy or a girl, they might be very balanced with their masculine, feminine sides. But yeah, they're going to have a lot of, they're going to have a very powerful, influential job. And then we also have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So they're going to be kind of very cold and jealous. I think at one point in their life, because they are such a spiritual being, they're going to need help with expressing themselves, because they might express themselves or internally feel very cold, very jealous, very domineering, and they're going to need help to get out of that so that they can strive and grow. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune again, which is but opportunity with this child is going to be abundant, and it's going to be a cycle of good and bad. There's going to be a lot of it's destiny. This child is destiny. You are destined to have this child. And then let's get into some more like little things. All right, let's figure out some words and stuff that we can get about your child. We got architect. They might be really into architecture or become an architect. We also got deceitful. They may be very good at lying. And they might do that too. They do that type of stuff to protect themselves, because they are such a very pure, beautiful, dreamy soul. They're going to be very mature. They're going to mature very fast and be very mature for their age. I'm getting emotionally mature. They're going to be very vigilant. And they're going to be very watchful. They're always paying attention. They're going to be very direct. Achievement. They're going to achieve a lot in their lives. Again, we got direct again. They're going to be very philosophical. And they're going to be quite silly. They're also going to be very independent as children, especially, I think. They're going to be very popular. Might pull one more. I'm also getting an Ivy League school, so definitely save up for that. They're going to be very intelligent. They're going to be warm. They have a very warm personality, even though I do think they block themselves off and make themselves very cold to not get hurt. All right, now let's go ahead and I'm going to get into the Crystal Ball Oracle cards. So you can ask a question to Spirit. So go ahead and think about your question right now, and we'll get the answer for you. The answer is, this is the sign. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Please like and subscribe so that you can see my videos every time they upload. And yeah, please leave down in the comments what you guys thought about this reading. I've never done a reading like this before. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.